The average American family buys $150 worth of groceries every week. With 3 meals a day and snacks in between, it provides sustenance, energy, and satisfaction. But when sports come into play, things change, namely the diets of the athletes. Some are forced to cut down, some to bulk up, and both must learn to opt for Brussels sprouts instead of brownies. From the speed dribbling wings to the vault leaping experts, it's a sacrifice they make for the sport they love. We began our story at Monta Vista High School with sophomore Ira Galeria.
And I've been doing gymnastics since I was 2 years old. And healthy diet is really important because you want to be strong and be as good as you can be. And right now I usually eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I try to have the food that's best for my body without skipping out on important things like protein and calcium. For the walk, I boiled the Brussels sprouts and the carrots and the broccoli first because I like those vegetables softer and they taste good to me that way. I put the mushrooms and the green beans and the tomatoes that I cut into a wok separately in water and cooked those a little bit first, and I like my green beans crunchy, so I didn't do those as much. I added in the boiled vegetables and stirred it all together, and added garlic for flavoring and a little bit of salt and soy sauce, and then mix it all together until I like the consistency of it.
On the JV Monta Vista soccer team. Yeah, I probably eat a little bit healthier during the season so I can keep fit. And, I definitely need more energy during games, and I'm doing a lot of exercise during practices and games, so I definitely need to have more protein and carbs. So I definitely try to drink a lot of water throughout the day before a game. It's really important to be hydrated before you need to hydrate, because then you can get dehydrated and it just ruins your playing and everything. So definitely drink a lot before games, and during halftime I definitely drink only water. I don't drink Gatorade or anything like that because water's the only thing that really helps you. And then also I sometimes, if when I'm getting tired or thirsty, I'll just go to the side and get a quick sip of water, and it always helps give me more energy too. So I try not to eat right before a game because that causes cramps and it just makes me slower, and I just don't feel like I can play as well. But I definitely need to eat fairly soon.
So on a regular day, in the morning I'll have a glass of milk and a smoothie, and I'll make that in the morning and take it in my cup to school. So I start off with the smoothie, and I start off with a juice because you want it to be liquidy enough to blend the fruit. So I chose apple juice because I like apple juice. And then I added strawberries and blended that first. And I used frozen fruit because then you get the consistency of a smoothie without having to add ice. And when you add ice, it tends to make it not as flavorful, and then you feel like you need to add sugar, which isn't good because there's so much natural sugar in the fruit that's really good for you. And then I added some frozen pineapple and carrots, and carrots, you can't really taste them, and they're just good for you, and I like it. And then I added a cutie and some apples on top of that and blended it all together and made sure it's the consistency that I like it. For example, I like my smoothies thicker, and then I put it in my cup. I try to stay as healthy as possible, but obviously sometimes you're around friends and you're like, oh, I just want one cupcake, and that's fine, and I think that's great and all. Don't let yourself miss out on eating yummy foods like a cookie every once in a while or a cupcake. If I really want a cookie, like it's better to have one like every once in a while rather than like going crazy on one day and being like, okay, I'm just gonna eat all the cookies and all the muffins and all the cupcakes, because that's bad.
From drinks to meals, staying healthy and eating right isn't always the easiest, so a treat here and there is okay.
Eat when you want to, go ahead and eat it and treat yourself every once in a while.
Creating a balance is important, but for Monta Vista athletes, it's all worth it.